Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Plum High School. Tonight, we open the 2018 high school football season in a Week 0 matchup between the Highlands Golden Rams and the Plum Mustangs, along with the Dean, Mike Choma. John Dankness is here on camera tonight. This is Mike Pavlik greeting you from Highlands, Dean, and we are here to begin this season against Plum in our first ever foray into Week 0.
And Mike, you talk about both teams and what we're expecting. Week 0, we're going to see a lot of mistakes, we know that, but hopefully you clean it up for the following week. But big thing is we bring back Seth Cohen, our senior quarterback, 2,000 yards passing last year. You're excited about it, but when you look down there, you don't see Romello Freeman, who caught 766 yards those passes. We could have a little bit of a problem. But who's back? 6'7" Johnny Kreitz. He had 24 catches last year. And look for Gabe Booker this year, Mike. Number 9, he's going to do running back duties, and he's also going to go wide-out, so I think he'll be a big contributor. I also expect a big year from Cam Taylor. He's a senior this year, number 44. He's a bruising running back. He led us with 398 yards last year. Played rugby, Mike, and I'm telling you what, he came back. He looks a heck of a lot faster and a lot quicker, so expect a big year out of Cam.
He's going to kick off, too, using that rugby kick, so that thing will work for him. When that comes up, the captains are about set to get out there for the toss, and we'll find out what's going on along those lines. Well, Plum comes in here with a very small roster for a 5A squad under Coach Matt Morgan in his 6th season, the former Pitt Panther. But they do bring back some experience at quarterback, one game of it.
Yeah, Mike, they lost 25 seniors last year, all their skill players. They're going to do running back by committee, and unfortunately, last year's quarterback, kid named Anthony Little, he had a heart ailment, and he cannot play this year, so it falls on the shoulders of senior Hunter Linhart. He did get that one start against Fox Chapel last year, threw for 103 yards. Coach Matt Morgan made it pretty simple, said point blank, we'll go as far as Hunter takes us. So they're looking for a big year from him. Our captains this year, all seniors out there, number 33, Noah Gillette, 75, Dan Timmons in street clothes, unfortunately. 14 is Seth Cohen, and 44 is Cam Taylor.
All right, and we talk about numbers both ways. You said the big number for Plum was that they lost 25 seniors. The big number you're concerned about, really, for both teams here tonight is how many guys have to play both ways, because it's a pretty warm evening. 8
on Plum, 6 for Highlands, Mike. Both teams only have 45 players out. I looked at the roster 10 years ago for Highlands, 75 kids on that roster. So that, again, means a lot of kids got to go both ways. And we're down 2 offensive linemen to start tonight. Mentioned Dan Timmons out with that foot injury. Hope to get him back as quick as possible. Ethan Jones, our starting center, is also out tonight. So it's going to fall on sophomores Joaquin Roman and Jeremiah Nelson. They're going to have to go both ways. Put a number down, Mike, 59, and that's Max Weston. I think he's going to have to be a big contributor tonight. They're going to have to rotate a lot of kids in and out. And like I said, I think he's a junior. I think he can help us out again here tonight.
Highlands won the toss. They deferred. So Plum will get the ball, and they'll move right to left in their home purple uniforms. There's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 26 consecutive years. Family owned and operated since 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. And as always, if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or call them in Trentham at 724-224-9222. In Natrona Heights, 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment, 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. We deliver, and we are about to deliver the opening kickoff, Dean. Some shenanigans, maybe?
Look who's out there kicking off,
J.C. Bowser kicking off, and that kickoff will be brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Basketball training for 3rd graders all the way through varsity and beyond. Call them at 724-980-2100.
I can tell you one thing. J.C. did not do most of the kicking during camp for kickoffs, and again...
well, she was going to kick an onside, or she might.
We'll find out here.
Oh, I don't know. Could we have shenanigans? We're set to go.
Tom Clark, special teams. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here.
Football season 2018. Nope, she boots it.
Right down the middle.
Right down the middle. It's going to take a bounce. And comes to James Rose up over the 25 and up to about the 30-yard line. And down there for Highlands was number 68, Nathan Riddell.
Also Max Weston, Mike on special teams. So JC, by the way, exits stage right as soon as she kicked it.
Well, that's understandable. She tell you what, she did a great job last year, made 28 out of 30 extra points, and had a long streak of 24 in a row that was snapped in the last game of the year. So Hunter Linhart brings the Plum Mustangs out of the lineup, and they'll go Sands huddle. He's number 14. The single setback is number 1. That's Billy Guzzi.
We'll have to go on the fly here, Mike. Getting the starters introduced.
1st and 10, and Linhart throws, and it's incomplete. Into and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Max Matalsi.
Mike, our starting lines are brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting. They've got you covered. We're going to start our safeties. Number 2, Caleb Radishek. Number 9, Gabe Booker. They're going to get tested a lot here tonight. Corners are number 26, Johnny Christ and Brandon Jockum. Linebackers starting a freshman night, Mike. 22, Brock White. 33, Noah Gillette. 44, Cam Taylor. Don Lyman. 68, Nathan Rydell. 52, Joaquin Roman. 50, Jeremiah Nelson. And 55, Brett Oriat.
Preston Sunday, the fullback, number 30. 2nd down and 10, and Linhart is back. He's going to fire it deep. Down the sideline. Got a man wide open, Matalsi. He's inside the 30, the Highlands 20, and dragged down at the 17-yard line on a touchdown-saving tackle by Caleb Radishek.
Looks like they ran the same exact play, Mike, but that time it worked. He got behind the defender, and again, pumped. Off and starting really fast. Mike coming right up to the line of scrimmage for another play. They want to move fast. Reminds me of the Albert Gallatin offense, Mike. They go quick.
From the Highlands 14, that's a gain of 54.
Going to pass again, Mike.
1st and 10, and Linhart throws it to the near side of the field. It's caught. This is Nick Sluka, the junior, number 8, and he's dragged down inside the 10-yard line and pushed out of bounds by the Rams' Gabe Booker.
Deshaun Hawley also in the stop, but again, positive yardage for their quarterback, number 14, Hunter Linhart. Mentioned the running back, number 1 is William Guzzi. The other running back is number 30, Preston Sunday, but so far it's been the wide receivers here tonight, Mike. Number 7 is Max Matalsi, and number 8, Nick Sluka. 2nd down and 4. And Linhart now throws it down to the turf. It's pulled in down at about the 6-yard line by Sluka. He did pull it in. He grabbed it low down to the turf, but was able to catch it. Not much of a gain, though, down to the 7. Maybe a gain of 1. Possible field goal range. Mike, number 36, Josh Cummings, does the kicking for Plum. We got to get a little pressure on Linhart, too, Mike. That would be a good start, too.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Again, he's a senior, but he's first-year starter. Up quickly to the line of scrimmage again. Not from the shotgun. Handoff,
and
nothing.
They give it through the middle, and they stuff at the 5.5-yard line. The give was to Preston Sunday, number 30, the fullback, and down to about the 5.5. Joaquin Nelson, I believe, was down there.
Jeremiah Nelson,
but it is it enough for a first down? It is. 1st and goal, Plum at the 5.
Well, that's all they needed, Mike. That forward progress. Highlands finds themselves against the wall real quick here. Quick strike offensive Plum, that long pass.
Yeah, you can't let him sit and read.
Got a problem, Mike. Too many guys on the field.
And they barely get them off. But they had time, and now the clock's running down, and they did run out of time. Now, did Matt Morgan call a timeout, or are we going to get the delay penalty? Let's see. And Plum did get a timeout, barely.
Well, Mike, we still would see this in week 1, so first timeout for Plum.
Special thanks to Dan Timmons Painting, of course. Starting lineups all season long will be brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting. For all your commercial, industrial painting needs, they got you covered. Call Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights at 724-224-2851.
Well, Mike, again, we said it's going to be a hot evening here tonight, and just timeout. Sometimes during the first game, they get these official timeouts, too. They were discussing doing that. I was talking to Matt Morgan, and injury on the field.
We already have Brock White being worked on by Mike Rizzo on the sideline, number 22, the freshman. Brock White, his father played at Burrell. Brock White becomes the first player I've ever had that I did the father and the son.
How about that? We got father-son connections coming up, too, Mike. I'll tell you about that when we get a chance.
First and goal, Plum at the 5. They've taken just about 2.5 minutes off that clock. They had the long passing play that put them in position.
Brandon Jockum takes White's place at the linebacker.
3 backs. Josh Cummings, 36, another sophomore, is also in there with Sunday and Guzzi.
That was the setup they wanted, Mike.
It was, and they give us to Guzzi, and Guzzi barrels his way down inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line.
Guzzi on the carry.
Gabe Booker was down there.
Second and goal.
Almost looked like the Burrow big eye there, Mike. They bring that extra guy in.
It almost looked like the old flex Highlands formation that they had with Coach Albert. Second and goal.
Trying to power it in, Mike.
And they do go through the middle, and let's see, is it enough?
Nope, they signal him
No
down.
signal. They say he's down short of the goal line. The runner was Sunday. Now, the official on the near side of the field says it was a touchdown, but no.
Nobody had their hands up.
Nope.
One hand up. That's
Third
all I
down.
got. Rydell stopped him that time along with Noah Gillette. Now it gets interesting.
This is quarterback sneak territory, don't you think?
Should be. Yeah, that's what they got, Mike. Quarterback sneaking.
And it is, and Linhart is into the end zone for a Plum touchdown. Linhart following the right side of his line, and the Mustangs have driven it down on the first drive and score the opening touchdown of the season.
That one, Mike, looked like he was stopped compared to the other one, but they gave him a touchdown. So the one big play early on, Mike, was on the Golden Rams, and now we have Cummings in for the extra point.
Cummings will kick it. Ryan Hubner is the holder at the post to our left. 6-0 Plum.
We have a discussion amongst the referees.
Let's see what this is all about.
Yeah, they want to put it back at the 2-yard line instead of the 1.
Yeah, that's kind of where it goes. Cummings, a left footer. Ball is down. A kick is blocked by Noah Gillette.
Nice job by
Nobody
Noah.
touched him. He walked right in there, and he almost got it right in his stomach. So the score is 6-0 as the Rams block the extra point.
That might come in big later on.
Let's go!
So the Mustangs draw first blood and lead it 6-0.
Mike, it's that time of the year again. Another Highlands football season means one thing and one thing only. Karen Alcher check in. We're going to the Anchor Inn at Toronto Heights after the game tonight. Joe, Andy, and Dee will be there to continue that great family tradition started by the parents way back in 1953. Great home-cooked meals without having to do the cooking. Original Anchor Burger, my favorite. You love those wings. Again, daily specials are always available on the Blue Plate. Come on in, ask for the Blue Plate special. Kitchen's open until 11, so after the game, there'll be plenty of time to get something to eat. And I will be there along with you. Don't be shy. Stop in and say hi. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road in Toronto Heights. Welcome aboard. We'll be there shortly.
Shortly indeed. Well, the Rams now find themselves down 6-0. The good news is the extra point was missed, so we'll see if Highlands, their first chance on offense, can work this out. They will have, of course, their senior quarterback, Seth Cohen, out there, a 2,001-yard passer a year ago. Highlands averaged 27.8 points per game last year, so you figure 6 isn't going to be enough.
The Birdie had Plum win in 17-13, Mike, and they said it was going to be a physical game, and they were more physical.
Chicks Picks picked Highlands 17-14.
Coach Girardi put that on the board saying, let's see who's physical, so let's see if they
bounce it down, and it's Elijah Fondrick.
15.
And out to the 31-yard line is knifing down low for the Mustangs to get him off his feet was Zach Hartley, another sophomore. They got a ton of sophomores on this Plum football team, and Highlands will start decent field position on the 31.
So they look, they're starting offense, Mike. We know the quarterback, Seth Cohen. Running backs be Cam Taylor, Noah Gillette, the fullback. Wide receivers, Gabe Booker, number 9, Deshaun Hawley, number 4. Don Lyman, offensive tackle, Joaquin Roman, number 52. 50 is Jeremiah Nelson. Center is 53, Darren Hildebrand. 57, offensive guard, is Noah Quaid. Offensive tackle, 68, Nathan Rydell. And the tight end is number 8, Elijah Fondrick.
1st and 10, Highlands from the shotgun. Taylor is one of the setbacks, and they give us to Booker this time, and Booker's up over the 35-yard line, brought down by Max Matulsi.
Tulsi starts at a linebacker, Mike.
Gain is
along
4.
with Northcutt number 24 and Sunday number 30. Guzzi is a cornerback. Dunball is also the other quarterback, and safety is Nick Sluka.
No, I have not seen him.
Second down, 6. Crabbing motion by Taylor. And they give us to Booker again. Booker tries to get around a block, but the Mustangs are waiting, and there's not a whole lot of room. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Play slow to develop. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Rams.
Defensive tackle is 56, Brandon Kohler. Defensive end is Nick Stitt. Other defensive end is Adam Garvin. 68 and 67, Josh George, the other defensive end. Plum defense, big 3rd down for the Golden Rams here. Try to answer.
Deshaun Holly and Caleb Radishak to the near side of the field. Now they're waiting to get the signals from the sidelines. Play clock down to 10. Of course, starting lineups, again, thanks to Dan Timmons Painting, Natrona Heights. Taylor, the motion man. And they're going to run it again, and they give it to Booker, and Booker fights his way through there and gets a Highlands first down up over the 40 to the 42-yard line. He ran over the linebacker, Preston Sunday, in the process. First down, Highlands.
Good job that time by the right side of the offensive line.
So this is interesting. Gabe was listed as a wide receiver, which he does, and he's come out running the ball here.
Now they're going to put him out at wide receiver, Mike. They're going to get trips right.
Johnny Christ came in banged up. So
he's on the sideline.
Right, so he's not out there on offense. 3 seconds on the play clock. They got to hurry. Cohen is back. First pass of the year. It is incomplete. Right through the hands of Caleb Radishak. It looked like he threw it right to him, and he just missed it.
I think what happened that time, Mike, you saw the defender coming.
Well, the sun, too, is a problem in that direction. Looking back into it, and we're going to have that here, especially the early part of the year.
Like, you have to keep track of the number of plays. Both teams want to go faster, it seems. Of course, Highlands doesn't go huddle. They call everything from the sidelines.
6:42 left first quarter. 6-0 Plum. 2nd and 10 at the 42.
That was time to see Cam.
And to give to the battering ram. Cam Taylor barrels his way through there to the 45-yard line. Gabe Booker had an interesting little matchup with Nick Stitt, the defensive end, blocking there. Keep an eye on that. The gain is 3. Second, 3rd down for Highlands. 3rd and 7. They're 1 for 1 so far. Taylor sets to the right this time. Again, Radishak and Holly are the wide receivers. Play action, and they're going to do a quick puck over the middle. It's intercepted at the 45-yard line. Pulled in by Nick Sluka. Now the receiver didn't look like the receiver looked back.
We had this problem last week against Hampton, Mike, in our scrimmage. Looked like Seth was thrown to a spot, and the receiver wasn't in that spot.
And the thing is, you'd said there's no Romello Freeman, there's no Ryan Signorella, there's no a lot of guys that have graduated, and he's got a whole new group of wide receivers out there that is going to make this difficult, especially early in the season, especially when Johnny's not out there.
Yeah, Johnny was not on that offensive series, so again, he's nursing a knee, and week 0 game doesn't mean anything to you as far as your conference record, so they're erring on the side of caution, I think.
First down Plum in Highlands territory. And Linhart wants to throw it deep.
Again,
he got him down there wide open. Yep. It's a Plum touchdown to a wide open Max Matalsi.
And that time Johnny Christ was in there, Mike, and he was the guy that got beat on the play.
44 yards, and the Mustangs have come out flying here in the early going. And Linhart is 4 out of 5 for 105 yards.
They're just going for 1, Mike. Not time to chase.
Josh Cummings, again, another sophomore. Blocked again. I think Joaquin Roman got that one. Max Weston, 59.
Looks like Noah Gillette, Mike, again.
Noah again.
Yeah,
they blocked two of them, and it's 12 to nothing for Plum.
An odd score. It's been an odd night so far.
It sure has, and not a good start for Highlands.
Mike, they ran that rod twice, and that's just basically it's a fly rod. One-on-one coverage they're getting back there. The cornerback's got to do the job. And unfortunately, Matalski's found him 2 times, burned him deep.
12 to nothing. Plum leads it. Many companies give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide backs it up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to make insuring your new teen driver a stress-free experience. Make sure to ask about Nationwide's young driver discount when you compare. No one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, 724-224-4300, and they'll help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side. 12-0 Plum.
Ranishek and Booker back to receive, Mike, and it's supposed to be a tight affair so far. Plum's had their way.
Plum 3-7 a year ago, but they played in Conference of Death. Oh, Cummings with a big
nice
boot.
High one.
Nice high one. This is Booker at the 5, 10, 15, near side of the field, and he's brought down beautifully. Good play by Ryan Hubner, the sophomore, number 10, to get in there and get Booker off his feet.
Yeah, Mike, they were 3-5 in conference, 3-7 overall. They played in that Foothills Conference, and like you said, it's a tough conference. Birdie predicts them to have a 3-7 record this year. As Highlands at 6-4, but they only predict 2 teams, Freeport and Valley, to go to the playoffs this year.
Last year, in the conference that they were in the Big East. Gateway, Penn Trafford, and McKeesport and Franklin Regional were the 4 teams that made the playoffs. Those teams went 7-3, and Gateway beat Penn Trafford in the championship game. They had both finalists, so it was a very tough conference that Plum was in. So let's see if the Rams can get something going in. Highlands has won 5 straight season openers. The last time they lost one was out at Hollidaysburg, and this is starting off to look a lot like that, isn't it?
Yeah, they were sluggish in that first quarter. Johnny Diz coming in the game now, and he's lining up a wide receiver.
Cohen has time, and he throws it deep. Price is out there. It's incomplete. Johnny just couldn't get it at the 45-yard line. He was double covered. Back there was Jackson Marzik, one of the few seniors that they have on the team. I think they have 7 seniors. That's it.
That's it, yeah, Mike. Their overall record coming in tonight is 322-427. So they've been around for a while. Guess what the Golden Rams record is, Mike?
Over 500, I know that.
260, 231, and 7. If you do quick math there, guess what that adds up to?
I don't know how many.
499.
This is game number 500.
I'm sorry, 498.
Oh, we'll get
next
2 more to go.
500. Today's 499.
That'll be at Keystone Oaks next week. It's been years since we've been to Dormont. I have a number on that. What are you doing? Rams getting this signal from the sideline. There's plenty of time on the play clock, only at 15. 12-0 Plum.
Guess what, Mike? They're going to take a timeout.
They are.
Again, week 0 is going to happen. So
the thing that killed him there was the turnover. Highlands had a half-decent drive going. The interception was thrown. It looked like there was some miscommunication between Seth and his receiver on the play. And then Plum hit the long play, the 44-yard pass to Max Matalsi, who's caught 2 passes in this game for 98 yards.
Plum's last playoff appearance, Mike, 2014, but they made it pay off. They upset Penn Hills in that first round. We haven't been to the playoffs for the past 3 years. Last time it was 2015. Lost at home to Seton LaSalle. So Dom Girardi here in his 2nd year.
We've missed 2 years in a row. No, Gillette's come off. Looks like he's nursing something. It's not working out so well so far, is it? Anyway, the last time Highlands missed 3 years in a row were the last 2 years of Chuck DeBoer and the first year of Tim Cars. Wow. Back in the 90s.
So we want to break that streak.
Right here.
6-4 last year. We had the winning record, but the Newcastle game in double overtime. That's the one that came back to haunt us.
Give us to Taylor. Taylor's hit down low. He keeps fighting and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him that. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Highlands.
Not the start we wanted, Mike.
No, not at all. 2 carries, 3 yards for Taylor. Third down, 10. And Seth Cohen off to an 0 for 3 start. We didn't see that very often last year. He's thrown a touchdown pass in 10 consecutive games dating back to 2016. I had to go back to YouTube to find that out because our games are archived, people. Cohen's in trouble. He gets out of there. Squares his shoulders, looking. Makes a man miss. Up over the 20, the 25. Close, he might have a first down.
Wow, that's where they mark it.
It was some run by Seth, and we'll see where they put it. I think he might have enough.
They're going to put it right at the 25. First down, Mike signaled.
Second first down for the Rams, and Seth gets that one on a scramble.
The rumor was this year they were going to let Seth do a little more running. That's the good news. The bad news is he's running. We need him to throw.
That time it was out of necessity.
Yes. Everybody's covered downfield. Seth did a nice job, took things into his own hand.
First and 10, Highlands at their 25. Taylor the setback. Christ to the near side of the field. Trips left this time. Short pocket pass, and Cohen fires, and this one's pulled in, and that is caught by DJ Loveland up over the 35 to the 36-yard line, and that's another Highlands first down.
DJ Loveland, Mike, sophomore, last year, remember, did a super job on these special teams.
There's a flag down, Dean, late. It's right at the point where the tackle was made, and we'll see what this is all about.
It looks like they're applauding, so it might be a personal
Might be against
foul.
the Mustangs. Referee tonight is Steve Bilbash, veteran crew. On sportsmanlike conduct, that'll be a 15-yarder against Plum, and the Rams will take those 15 right now.
You spotted Mike Miller out there, didn't you?
I did spot Mike Miller. It's 2-for-1 recliners at Arnold Furniture.
There you go. Joe Fall said he's smiling, Mike.
Yes, he is. Guess what? For the first time in a long time, he gets to watch the games with Bob.
There, his partner's back.
It's unfortunate, but we'll talk about that after the first quarter.
So Highlands gets the ball moved into Plum territory at the 48-yard line. They'll start their first and 10. We want trips to the right, but then we're going to switch them around, Mike.
First and 10 at the Plum 48.
Single setback, Cam Taylor.
And Cohen is back. Cohen's going to fire it down, and Johnny's wide open. It's through his hands at the 22-yard line. Just missed connection to Johnny Craig. I'll tell you what, that's going to be there, and he's been open a couple times, and they're going to hit that.
Yeah, Mike, he released between a corner and a safety, and they miscommunicated, and he was open. You're right about that.
Second and 10. Plum leads it. 12-0. 4:22 left of the first quarter. Just underway. Rams trying to get their feet under them here on the road. A beautiful evening. Couldn't have asked for a nicer night to get things started. Short pocket pass. He dumps it out here to DJ.
Nice job of Loveland. Made the perfect guy
look at him taking a zag inside the 40-yard line.
He's close, Mike.
Well, DJ's going to be a threat for this team. We saw a lot of it last year as a special teams contributor for him.
They gave him first down yardage, Mike.
Nope, he's short.
They moved
40. 8-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 2.
The one referee signaled it. The other one pulled it back.
You know, this is the second time that happened tonight.
Well, it's their first game too.
It is. Yeah, everything's going just great for us so far. 3rd and 2. Give it to Taylor. Taylor squares his shoulders, moves the pile, gets the first down inside the 35 to the Plum 34-yard line.
6 yards for Cam. That gives him 3 rushes, 9 yards. Mike faces in the crowd tonight. Plum native Les Hewitt and his wife Sue are here. Sue is Seth Cohen's aunt.
How about that?
Les is very active on trying to get Andy Russell into the Hall of Fame.
That's a good call.
Yeah, and he's on the ballot. Finally made the ballot.
No Gillette in the game as a wingman to the right this time. Taylor is the setback. Loveland and Holly are in there. And Booker to the right. Short drop by Cohen. We have a flag down. He pumps. He rolls. Get to the sideline, Seth. He dives forward. It's a first down, but let's see if it's offside or if Highlands left early. It looked to me as if Deshaun Holly was having trouble up there deciding whether he needed to be on the line or be back.
They're calling it, Mike.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to have to take it because Seth made enough yardage for the sticks, so they'll have to take the penalty. Again, the young receivers And remember, again, here we are playing week 0. There wouldn't be a game till next week normally.
Yep. This would have been a controlled scrimmage where the coaches would be out in the field helping out. But again, they decided to go with the week 0 game.
So 5 yards penalty. We'll put it back to the 39.
And Mike, we can hear Coach Girardi up here because we decided to come outside. It's such a beautiful night. And
we did this at Mars last year. It was beautiful.
They're saying that they want no one near Coach Nowicki.
It is 1st and 15. At the 39.
Because he signals the plays and the players on the field are complaining they can't see him.
Taylor. A little read option, and Taylor, as Cohen left it in there for a while. Cam finally took it and drove it down to the 32-yard line. And you said we were going to see some read option this year, Dean, and there was our first indication of it. To the 36, to the 34, 5-yard gain. Get the penalty yards back.
Yep, 2nd and 10.
Long drive here, 2nd and 10. 9th play of the drive coming up.
Good to see the offense settling in. Mike.
And it needs to end in points. It really does. 2:13 left first quarter, 12-0 Mustangs. This is Taylor again. Cuts through there. Barrels. Pile moving. Ooh. The battering ram. Down to the 32.
Gabe.
Highlands fans want a little extra.
Extracurricular activities after the fact.
This is 4-down territory. You got to figure. The gain is only of 2, but it was a thing of beauty.
Nick Saluka, Mike, decided to add Gabe to the pile after the fact.
3rd and 8. Booker splits to the left. Loveland and Holly to the left. And this is just going to run it.
Yep.
Cohen, boy, he needed to cut inside. We got markers down, so this is really messed up. Cohen's dropped at the 28-yard line, and the penalty's probably going to be against Highlands, which makes it worse.
No, Gillette Mike threw a great block there to get him sprung, but they couldn't turn it upfield after that pursuit by the linebackers.
Well, it was a good job by the Plum defense of stringing that out to the sideline and
see what they're going to call here.
Setting the edge, as they like to say in the parlance. Rams got a break on a call earlier. I don't think it's going to happen here.
I can't get a signal, Mike.
Well, they need to take the penalty because the Rams are going to go for it on 4th anyway. It's a holding call against the Rams, and it's going to come back. Their 2nd penalty of the drive, and bring it back to the 39. It'll be 3rd and 15. Rams again have 2 downs to get it.
Yep, basically. Twins right and left this time.
Christ and Loveland to the left. You'll know Radishak with the gold shoes. Radishak and Holly to the right. Cohen is back and has time. Fires it down the middle. He's got Booker. Booker inside the 15. He's got a first down, Highlands.
Right to the 15-yard line, Mike.
Brought down by Nick Sluka, but the Rams convert on the 3rd and 15. Their 3rd conversion of this drive.
24.
5th first down.
24 yards on the play to Booker. Golden Rams in business again, Mike.
First catch by Gabe. He had some runs earlier. Clock down less than a minute, first quarter. Highlands driving it to the Plum 15. And a handoff to Booker. Booker busted through the middle. Booker 15. Booker inside the 5.
Nice cutback that time by Gabe, Mike.
Looks like a first. Sticks are down. 1st and goal, Highlands at the 5-yard line. Maybe the 4.
All right, Mike, let's see the battering ram a few times, huh? They have to get one more playoff before the end of the quarter.
What a long drive. The Rams took over with 5:48 left in the quarter, and they're going to run the whole first quarter out.
I go in the hiding line.
I can't see him, Mike. There's 7 seconds left on the clock. Play clock. They have to do it.
The turn, and it gave us to Booker. Booker busts his way through, gets down to the goal line, and into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown. Gabe Booker Booker scores it with 9 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Rams are an extra point away from cutting that Plum lead to 5 points.
Nice job by Gabe that time.
What a great drive by the Rams.
Took a lot of time off the clock, Mike.
Now if we can get some coverage on defense, it'll be a ball game.
J.C. Bowser, as we mentioned, 28 out of 30 a year ago. Seth Cohen, surprisingly, and they're holding it. Kick is on its way, and it's perfect. She made 24 in a row, a streak that was snapped in the last game of the year, but she's pretty much dead on money, and the Rams cut that Plum lead to 12-7.
No, Gillette, great snap that time. I'm surprised. We had Loveland as the holder, but Seth Cohen was out there.
Well, yeah, and he wasn't in there for a little while either, so you never know. They're running people in and out. We'll see what happens. 9 seconds left here of the first quarter, and the Rams have scored. Let's count the plays up on that one. There were some penalties in there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plays, 85 yards, 4 minutes and 39 seconds. What a drive, Dean.
We enjoyed that drive, Mike, but now we go back on defense. We got to stop them.
Things haven't been so good so far. Well, we can hopefully stop them on the kickoff here, and then we'll flip the quarter over and see how things go with that. So the Rams have scored, and again, they make their extra points, and Plum unable to keep Highlands out on any kicks so far. And that could come into, play later on, too. But we said Highlands will score. The Rams averaged 28 points a game last year. Plum only averaged 15. They were already just about at their average.
J.C. Bowser back out there again, Mike. So maybe we have breaking news here, huh?
Yeah, that's something a little different. Cam Taylor had been kicking off in the scrimmage. A few things different tonight. That last week of practice. And getting Gabe Booker back doesn't hurt either. He missed the scrimmage. Bowser kicks it. It's a line drive down to the 16-yard line, and this is Logan Brooks. They miss him as he gets across the 35 up to the 40-yard line. Finally, Brandon Jocham brings him down.
Well, Max Weston on that play, but again, excellent field position for Plum. 3.2 seconds to go here. Got to play a little defense now, Mike.
First and 10 for the Mustangs on their 40. Yeah, Dean, that's going to be very important because I think the Rams are going to be able to score. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
That last drive was very impressive.
And we'll see what Linhart does. John said earlier, a little pressure wouldn't hurt either. Here they come.
Here it comes.
Linhart fires. Oh, and it's almost picked off. That was a little better. That was a bust through there by Joaquim Roman, the sophomore defensive tackle.
That's what they needed, Mike. Was that incompletion, and that's the end of the first quarter. And you had mentioned our friend and our colleague Bob Tadden earlier, Mike, and again, unfortunately, passed away over the winter time, and again, made it all the way to spring. Mike overcame a lot of things and was on his way back to recovery. Fortunately, had an accident and passed away, and he gave us our starts in front of the camera, and many people on Facebook especially, Mike, were expressing their sentiments about how they got started. You take a look at a guy like Dave Sullivan. We call him Squirt because was he 12 years old when he started with us?
I think he was.
And now he runs everything for the Philadelphia Eagles as far as all their video, and he's got himself a Super Bowl ring to prove.
It's bigger than him.
Yeah. John Bridge is working for KDKA, and he started with us. His son Rob Tadern works for the Penguins, and again, he was our director for many years. Mike Markowinski, he's out, and I think is he California now?
I'm not even sure. All over the country, he's been working at different TV stations, and he helped us out a lot with a lot of the stuff we did with the Steelers and Pirates.
And those are just the people that went on to continue in broadcasting. You had a couple more names?
I was Joel Watkins was in the early days, and Joel up at State College and radio has been up there for years. And none of the three of us that are here tonight would be here if it wasn't for Bob either. So I mean, he touched a lot of people, and we miss him a lot. I missed that phone call that I normally got today on the first day of the season that didn't get. And too tall as they went to.
And you said, Mike, this is probably the first Valley Borough game that doesn't have coverage, huh? TV coverage.
Yeah, when was the last time in the AK Valley that we started a high school football season and Bob Tadern wasn't there for it? in the some 50 years ago, more than 50 years ago.
59 years of broadcasting, and Mike, AT&T is not doing any games this year on Thursday nights. They put us out of business. They put the WP out of business now. Not even the championship games are going to be on this year. So.
Those rats.
Yes.
Third down. Here we go.
But we're still here, right?
3rd and 10. We are.
Big third down.
Guzzi the setback. Sidecar.
Oh, looks like they want to try to change.
Clock ran out.
Mike. Oh, there you go.
Delay game.
Yeah, they could not get the timeout in time.
The worm's starting to turn a little bit, huh?
Like a few other passings over the wintertime. Dick Natowski, great guy, Sam Albert's father-in-law, and we love to see him at all the games. And remember, he used to do all those great lithographs for the kids.
Just a tremendous artist, and yeah, we'll definitely miss him. I would go down, and he would handle with the water boys and everything, and the managers. And I'd say, "Well, Mr. Natowski, what do you think?" I said, "What's it look like?" He goes, "I'll tell you about 9:30."
Last time I saw him, Mike, he gave me a lifesaver to give to you.
Oh, how about that? He always handed me candy, make sure my throat was lubed.
Here we go. Get him on third down.
Linhart rushing to the right, fires it downfield, leaping catch over the 50, and that is a first down for Plum at the Highlands 49. They made it by a yard. Leaping catch by Metalsi. They've got something going with those two.
Yep, Sean Hawley that time pushed him out of bounds, but not until he got the first down. Another guy, Paul Vermachek, 94 years young, would sit in the front row of every Highlands home game. He's going to be missed this year, and he was a great guy, too. Always supported Highlands sports. That was big, Mike. We had him on the ropes there.
Yep. 114 yards receiving for Metalsi.
First run.
Billy Guzzi through the middle to the Highlands 40, and they finally bring him down and throw him into the Plum bench. Looks like he got about 9. See where they put it.
Noah Gillette over there, along with Caleb Radishek, but again, decent yardage.
9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1.
Your favorite down, Mike?
Yeah, there's lots to do. You want to be an offensive coordinator when it's 2nd and 1. Man, they let him out of the hole on 3rd and 15. And you got to have some stops. So Highlands wants to take.
Mike, now
they're going to say it's a first down. Okay, we'll call it 10.
Another Mustang.
First down at the Highlands 39.
That breaks your back, Mike, when you hold.
You know, the way this looks, I think it's going to have to be turnovers at this point. Linhart throws a wobbly one. Oh, it almost picked off. It hit into the stomach of Nick Sluka, and it really hit him in his stomach, and he's down. And it popped up into the air, and Booker almost picked it off.
He could have walked in, Mike. Mike, one other passing just this past week. Melvin Wright. Do you remember Big Mel?
I remember Mel.
Yeah, played football for us. In his 30s, Mike, playing basketball, collapsed the basketball court.
You hear that too often, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, tried to revive him and didn't. Very close with Joe Lucchino. In fact, Joe said he didn't have time to look at his ad this year because he was worried about Mel. They were doing a service tonight for Mel at the basketball court.
Oh, okay. Coming off the field is Sluka. He'll be all right. Matt Morgan's out there discussing something. Matt Morgan's a big fella. Matt Morgan played for Pitt. He played here at Plum and played one game in the NFL. One game. 2005, December 11th. He played for the St. Louis Rams. His quarterback was Ryan Fitzpatrick, who will be playing for Tampa in the stead of Jameis Winston.
Does he get a pension?
That's a great question. For one game, I don't know. The quarterback for Minnesota that day was Brad Johnson, who won a Super Bowl in Tampa with John Gruden.
All right, Mike. Max Weston is in the lineup. Let's see if he can put some pressure on the quarterback. Again, we said to rotate some of the guys, especially the guys going two ways, keep them fresh.
2nd and 10. Plum on the Highlands 39. Brandon Jocham and Johnny Kreis are the corners right now. I formation. From under center for the first time, this is Billy Guzzi. Billy Guzzi is hit hard, but he wasn't hit hard until he got 5 yards.
That's a problem.
It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Joaquin Roman down there along with Gabe Booker.
And first play they ran from under center. 17 yards on 4 carries for Guzzi. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Plum at the Highlands 34-yard line. You figure they're going.
Yeah, they're going to be in 4-down territory too. Especially week 0, why bother, right?
Again, the eye. The fullback is Preston Sunday, 30. Linhart fires, and it's caught on the far side by Metulsi, and he takes a man with him inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line, and that's enough for another Plum first down.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew. Rydell and Gillette there, but not before he got first down yardage. Again, Golden Ram defense has to come up, Mike. They had that 3rd and 10, let him off the ropes.
It's the Linhart-Metulsi show. Linhart back, gonna fire it, and what a turning play and a touchdown for Sluka as he beat Jocham, who didn't know where the ball was. No ball awareness there at all, and Sluka turned around, might have pushed off a little bit, kind of gave the arm, but the Mustangs have come right back to score.
Boy, Mike, they're just tearing our secondary apart. Linhart, more yards now than he had the entire year last year.
155 already.
How long on that pass, Mike?
24.
They're going to try to get the extra point this time. They're going to probably go for 2, I think, Mike. They are going to go for 2.
They are going to go for 2. And I usually go against this, but not this time.
There
the pass is incomplete. He tried to throw it out into the flat. That's got to be Johnny.
Yeah, there it is.
Flags come in. We'll see what they get.
Yep.
Johnny's tired of getting picked on.
I think they're going to give 15 to Plum for that, Mike. Johnny did a great job of acting.
Drawing it.
He dug it in, and then, like I said, Metulsi give him a little extra shove there.
We'll see what the call is. While they're doing that, you can tell the folks about the Gillettes.
Ron Gillette Incorporated, registered contractor, certified in PA state inspections and emissions. Call Gillettes today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and yes, I need to say it, snow removal needs. Ron Gillette's fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of his own equipment. And Gillette's are proud to enjoy a A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Phones answer 24/7, 365. And again, emergency services, they will be there. Someone always picks up, answers person to person. Call 724-226-1222. Find them on the web at RonGilletteInc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and More. Ron Gillette Inc., the AK Valley leader in towing and services since 1965. Did I hear what I just heard?
Well, there was an illegal procedure on Plum that Highlands will decline because the pay was no good, so they don't want to have to let them go forward again. There was unsportsmanlike both ways.
Well, I guess you can make a case for that, Mike.
I guess. Matt Morgan's been complaining all night. I don't know what his beef is so far. His things have pretty much gone his way.
Yep.
But the Mustangs lead it by a score of 18-7.
Mike, Northwest 8 teams are all playing tonight, and running down the list, we got Ambridge at McGuffey, Blackhawk at Central Valley, Brashear at our new conference mate Beaver,
the Bobcats.
Yep. Knock at Hampton, Montour at Moon, Shaler at Newcastle, South Bay at Upper St. Clair, and next week's opponent, Mike, Keystone Oaks, they're going to walk across the street and play Seton LaSalle. They both use the same field, Dormont Stadium. So that's a good rivalry. But the most interesting game I have tonight, Mike, is Pine Richland is hosting IMG Academy from Bradenton, Florida. How do you like that?
1,200 miles away. The school that started as a one-man operation with a guy offering tennis lessons, Nick Bollettieri. And his famous student, do you know, was Andre Agassi. And that's how that all started.
That'll do it.
And that's how it all started there. And Pine Richland was a Class A school that had a stadium named after a hairdresser's brother.
Ozzie Sincross, that's right.
Here's the kick by Cummings. And he boots it.
Well, he gets it up high, doesn't he?
He does. That's a good kick. This is Booker. Up up the middle, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and pounds it out to the 32-yard line. Now, Book's done a nice job bringing kicks back. Rams have pretty good field position. They're just going to have to keep scoring. That's pretty much it.
Another penalty marker down, Mike.
And this Caleb Radishak getting a few thousand words from Dom Girardi, so we'll see what this one's all about.
A little extracurricular activities, it looks like.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Highlands. Personal foul against Plum. So there's the 15 you were looking for earlier.
Yeah, we'll take it now. Any way we can get it.
A chippy affair so far here on night 0. I can't even call it night 1. It's night 0. But it's really night 1. It's kind of like the day you were born, you were 0.
Exactly.
And then you became 1 a year later. Next week will be week 1, sort of.
That's like it's the 50th anniversary of Highlands High School.
But it's the 51st year they played football.
Correct. So you get 2 years out of it.
Right. First down, Highlands. Good field position on their 46. And Cohen's pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Getting a hand on it was Josh George, a junior defensive end.
Intended for Loveland, DJ, but again, couldn't make the connection.
Flag in the play.
And we have a marker
Another flag. Well, there's nothing new in night 1, Mike. This
I thought, and I have been thinking that Radishak's been leaving early. Number 2, and you'll note, again, he's got the gold shoes. Looks like LC up there. We'll see if that's what it is.
Middle school kid, Ashton Hadachak. He's going to be our running back. He has the gold shoes. They look like they were dipped in gold. I said, if I'm the opposing coach, I'm just going to tell my defensive line, look for those shoes.
You don't take a 5-yard penalty and give them first down again. I'm sorry. That's a mistake.
That's Highland's 3rd penalty.
Am I wrong? You don't take a 5-yard penalty and give them another down.
But they did.
1st and 15, and Highlands says, thank you. We'll give you the 5 yards and take the extra down. $9:58 left first half. Plum 18, Highlands 7. Again, only 11 down. Plenty of time on the play clock as Cohen sets his troops here. 4 receivers to turn and to give out of the spread, and that's Taylor. And Taylor barrels through there, up over the 45 to the 48-yard line, and he put a lick on Preston Sunday. He absorbed the blow.
Pickup of 9, and we said, Mike, Cam Taylor, you don't want to see him coming if you're that linebacker and he's untouched. Plum does have a size advantage. You look at a couple of their bigger linemen, the interior, 72 and 78. They're about 6'4", about 240.
2nd and 8. Short drop by Cohen. He's going to fire it to the near side. Christ waits for it, can't get it.
There.
Johnny adjusted himself to the back shoulder. The defender was Jackson Marzik, the senior, number 11. And Johnny and Seth have just been unable to make connections so far.
Evan Azera, Mike, check that. 6'6", 245. Where's number 72? 78 is Akil Washington. He's 6'2", 245. Some big guys up front.
3rd and 8 now. 9:19 left of the quarter.
Big 3rd down here. Highlands doesn't want to give them the ball back. They've been unable to stop them on defense.
Cohen has time, and he slings it down the middle, and it's incomplete to Sean Holly, the intended receiver. Boy, they had a picket line of purple jerseys back there to try to stop that.
But I tell you what, Mike, he was wide open down the middle.
He was.
It wasn't maybe within 10 yards of him.
4th down. The Rams are going to have to punt.
Yep. And
it's a great, by the way, it's week 0. This is a great place for shenanigans.
Well, we got Cam Taylor on a punt, so that's something different.
It's a great place for shenanigans because really, as we've gone so far, does it really matter where you give them the ball?
No.
Cameron Taylor, the senior, number 44, to punt it. The deep man is number 8, Nick Sluka. And Taylor boots it high.
Good kick.
Oh, and Gillette hits the receiver. We'll see if there's a flag there. Now we get some hand fighting going on.
Fondrick and your buddy.
Max Metulsi is making a name for himself tonight, but So nothing doing. The punt dies at the 22, which turns out to be a good kick for Taylor.
And with 9:04 to go, Mike, second quarter, Highland's got to find a way to stop this Plum offense.
30-yard punt, no return.
Moving the ball at will. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I have, and these are highly unofficial. I've got Linhart 7 out of 11 for 155 yards.
Yeah, you got to give him room to catch the ball. If you knock him off the street, that's a penalty.
Going back to work here, Mike.
First and 10, Mustangs on their 22.
Pro I.
It's only the second time or third time they've been under center. And the give is to Guzzi, and Guzzi is hit as he's met quickly in the hole by Jeremiah Nelson, number 50. Gain of maybe 1.
Noah Gillette also in on that stop. Gillette now with 4 tackles, lead the Golden Rams.
Senior quarterback Hunter Linhart has been the story here early on.
We put pressure on him one time, Mike. Got to do more than that.
Second and a long 8. Play action. Linhart sprints left, looking, squares his shoulders and throws it deep. Gonna be incomplete.
That time Johnny got her.
Johnny was in front of the receiver that time, Metulsi.
Somebody on him now, maybe.
Now Rams have another chance on third down to try to get off the field here.
Johnny looked like he started taking that personally.
Plum 4 for 4 on third down.
That's not good.
And that's the different. That's what the game is right now. At the 24-yard line. Now they're going to go 2 by 2.
Turns out to be trips to the left now.
Guzzi the sidecar.
He wants to get right here, Mike.
Linhart is back. The push is on. A pass is caught at the 35.
We saw it right in front.
And it's another Plum first down as they put Sluka in front of Holly, and that's another Plum first down. They're 5 for 5 on third down.
They got what they wanted, Mike, by putting trips out to the left edge, single coverage over here on Sluka. Sluka, much bigger than Holly. Just a bad old... Luke at 6'1". Out-battled Hawley at 5'10".
And a perfect throw, too.
Yep.
Turned around, the ball was right there waiting for him.
5 for 5 now, Mike.
5 for 5 on third down. This is Guzzi. Guzzi with a hole up over the 45, and Taylor brings him down, but he might have the first down at the 45-yard line. Is it enough? I believe it is.
I think they're going to give it to him, yeah.
10 more for Guzzi. And Plum has smartly moved out of the hole. They were at the 22. They had a 3rd and 8. They've had long third downs, too. They haven't been all short ones, and Linhart's been on the money. Turning to give us to Guzzi again. Guzzi with a counter play, beautiful through the middle. As Taylor missed the tackle, and he's finally brought down at the Highlands 46. They're getting 8-9 yards on every run.
Nelson and Radishak, but again, Mike, way too late.
Gain of 9. That's Guzzi for 9. Brings up
2nd down and 1. Less than 7 to go, first half. Plum 18, Highlands 7. Trips right this time. Guzzi the setback. Another counter. There. And this is Guzzi again off the left side. And Guzzi is hit and thrown back on a hard tackle by Johnny Christ, firing in from his safety position. It is a first down, but Guzzi will remember that one at least.
Maybe a message delivered there. Johnny, for being a supple kid, Mike, likes to deliver the blow.
It runs in the family.
Brother Logan down at Washington Jefferson, Cienko boys down there. We've got Lucas Lamer and Ryan Signorella at Geneva, and Carmelo Fremont up in Merciers, Mike.
You just named a lot of people off our team last year.
Yeah.
This is Guzzi, and the Rams are waiting for him that time.
Ball's out.
And the ball is out.
Bryce
Nathan
picked it up.
Riddell was there it was the original contact.
Max Weston also on that stump.
And he give it a 1-yard pickup. 2nd and 9 for Plum.
Mike, it's important that we stop them here and leave some time to get the ball down the field.
Rams do get the ball to start the second half. They deferred. They probably won't do that again.
Brock White might getting wrapped up here. He might be done for the
Yeah, that's no good. Freshman.
starting linebacker.
On the end around, they give it to Scufari off the right side, and he's thrown down by Booker at the 35-yard line. That was the first time he was in there. You kind of figured something was up.
Wandrick also on a stop, Mike, but decent yardage.
He gets short, 35, a 7-yard pickup. 3rd and 2. Larry Scafuri. 3rd down 2, and the whole playbook is open for Matt Morgan here.
Yep, he's got definitely in 2-yard, 2-down territory.
Linhart is under center, and Guzzi's a setback. The turn, and now we have whistles.
Delay game.
Get zeros on the clock. Another delay for Plum, so now 3rd and 7 will make it a little bit more difficult. But it really shouldn't be. They're 5 for 5.
Yeah. Got to stop him, Mike.
Here's what they've made. Go back and look at this. They've made 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 8, and this is 3rd and 7. 5 for 5.
Wow. That's impressive. I got to give them credit. Got to find a way to stop him.
Logan Brooks, a freshman, sets up in a slot to the left.
Oh, we jump.
Linhart is back. He's going to fire it downfield. Another push off. Executed beautifully by Sluka, and he has it. And he did it the last time, and he really did it this time. You can see the arm extended as he pushed Deshaun Holly away, and it's a 1st down Plum deep in Highlands territory.
Hand-to-hand combat down that sideline, Mike, and again, Deshaun Hawley can't handle the physicality out there, and he's going to be replaced, Mike. Your buddy Isaiah Coleman, all 5'2" of him, he's going to go to corner. Like I see that setup. Look at this now. You got Saluka with a 5'2"
Isaiah.
Yeah.
1st down at the 11. They can make a 1st down inside the 1-yard line. Linhart turns and gives it to Guzzi. Knifes through the middle, but not much there. As quickly, Joaquim Roman, the sophomore, got 2 hands on him and brought him down.
Weston also on that stop, so
2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
they're going to look at the clock at 4 minutes to go and try to figure out how they can
It's a 5-minute drive for Plum.
get the ball in the end zone and not leave Highlands any time.
This will be the 11th play of it. Highlands had a long drive two possessions ago for them. 3:40 left, 1st half. Sunday and Guzzi, the running backs. Oh, it's fumble.
Let's see who get it.
It's still loose. Boy, he just laid there, and no Highlands players made a run for it.
Who's got it?
It's Preston Sunday on the football, number 30.
Yikes.
3rd and 9. Again. Again, the whole playbook open here.
They've controlled the 1st half, Mike, on the
Plum 6 for 6 on 3rd down.
scoreboard and time of possession.
Less than 3 to go. Linhart sprints left, tries to get to the corner, looking, fires for the end zone, into and out of the hands of his intended receiver, the freshman Logan Brooks. That's the first third down they've missed. It's 4th down, and I know one thing for sure. They're not kicking a field goal.
I would put Saluka out there on Isaiah and see what happens.
Well, they stopped them on 3rd down. Can they stop them on 4th down?
Like the kicker is?
Are they really going to? No, there's no chance. Because now, if you block a field goal, you can run it back for a touchdown, unlike the extra point. There's no.
It would make it 21-7. They have 2 touchdown advantage, but they're going.
Yeah,
for
but they can't get the ball over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They won't.
Now they want time.
They won't kick the rest of the night. Trust me.
Well, week 0, you might want to work on it.
I don't think so. Next week in practice. Wireless Zone is the largest independent wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Rams fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or at Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to J.C. Penney's and across from Victoria's Secret. You can call Natrona Heights at 724-224-4590 or the Mills at 724-275-1154. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you simply by visiting wirelesszone.com.
Mike, some good news on Tyler Brzezinski. If anybody was scrimmage last week, injured, had to be taken off by ambulance. He has a broken vertebrae, but he was passing down here earlier, not pads, but complete mobility, going to heal on its own, no surgery necessary, and he's talking about coming back this year. That's amazing.
Here we go. 4th down. 8. I formation, Linhart under center. The turn, play action, going to give it on the end around to Sluka. Near side of the field. Kreis is over there. Can he throw him down? He can, and the Rams stop him. Johnny Kreis made a great play on Nick Sluka. They pulled a Sam Weiss wicky-wacky double reverse on the goal line, and it came back to bite him in the behind. 1st down, Highlands.
Worry about Johnny getting the horse collar to tackle there, but he didn't. I'll be honest with you, Mike, why wouldn't they go up on a 5-2 guy with a 6-2 guy?
You're 100% right. Doesn't make any sense. But with 2:38 to go, Highlands gets the ball back.
That's the good news.
A 13-play drive goes for 9. We'll see where they spot the football. It's going to be on the... Oh, I thought Sam Weiss walked in the building. It's on the 8-yard line. Well, their touchdown drive was 85 yards. Maybe they got a 92 in there. I think they only have 1 timeout remaining. They do.
2:38 to go here in the first half.
Cohen is back with time. Cohen fires, leaping catch, and that dropped. Fondrick had it and lost it at the 32-yard line. The ball was right in his mitts.
That ball got to get caught, Mike.
It sure does. 2nd and 10. And here's the other problem we're going to have is having to punt out of here if you don't get a 1st down or 2. I mean, Plum's put Highlands in a bad spot. They're going to need a 1st down at least. The scoring really isn't the main thing right here. It's getting the half over with and then coming out in the second half and scoring on that drive.
Highlands will get the ball to start the second half.
And running the ball's not a bad idea right now either. They've done a pretty good job of it, and they'll wind some clock.
3 seconds to go, Mike, and they're not ready.
Hurry. Snap is 2. Cohen to give is to the big fella. And Taylor maybe gets a yard. Now Matt Morgan might want to take timeouts. We'll see. 3rd and 9.
You got to pass there, Mike.
You got to try to make it.
Because you're going to give the ball one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only difference is if you run, you force Plum into a timeout. 2 minutes left.
Trips left.
And Highlands is letting the play clock run down as far as they can. Snap snap to Cohen. Oh, they tried to give it on an inside handoff, a little jet sweep action to Booker, and he's dropped for a loss, and now Plum does call timeout.
He did exactly what you said, Mike.
Cooper Abele made the stop back at the 5. It's a loss of 4.
And they're going to get a minute 39 left.
4th and 13, and Taylor, they might come after this. You know what he wants to do with this one, don't you? He wants to get this one on the ground and get it rolling.
Yep.
Because that will also take some time off. 1:39 remaining.
That was Plum's last time out, I think.
I am not sure. They don't have them on the board, and we're facilityless tonight. We're in the crowd, so we don't have any. We can't ask anyone. Taylor in the shadow of his own goalpost. The deep man is Billy Guzzi, another sophomore, by the way. They are just loaded with sophomores. They're going to be something coming up in the future. Taylor dropped it.
Take the safety.
And he's going to take the safety.
Mike, that's really not a bad idea.
No. And that's the 2 extra points they missed. And that makes it 20-7. But, you know, that isn't the worst thing that could have happened, to be perfectly honest. Because now he's going to get to kick it from the 20-yard line. And really, those 2 points aren't. The Highlands needed 2 touchdowns anyway.
We'll trust JC with that if that comes up, right?
Exactly. So at 1:39 left.
No thanks.
Sure. Popcorn? Popcorn?
And it's 20-7 now, Plum, and Highlands will kick it from the 20-yard line. Didn't look like there was anything wrong with the snap, did it? Looked like the snap was okay. Just, again, it's new people playing new positions in the first night, and this kind of stuff can happen. But the thing that that's worrisome is, though, that's a lot of young guys over in the purple shirts, too. Everybody making a play other than Linhart's a sophomore.
Correct.
So, and, you know, the oldest guy's 18, so 17. Everybody's young. So we'll see if they decide to punt it or if they want to kick it off.
It's been the Hunter Linhart show.
They can do either. It sure has.
He's the opposing number 14. Our 14, Seth Cohen, is now 3 for 11 for 42 yards.
Deep for Plum. Larry Scafuri, 35, and 9, Logan Brooks. They're a little bit too deep, though, because the kick's coming from the 20.
To the 30.
And Cam's going to punt it. High to the near side of the field. Remember, this is free. Highlands can get this.
Jump on it.
Nobody goes for the ball. You know, that's the second time there was a free ball laying around down there. And on the fumble earlier, they just looked at it, and that's a free ball. That is a free ball. You can go down there and catch it in the air and run it.
Yep.
So
Jaden Nichols fell on the ball, Mike. And guess what? Plum's going to go to work here with 1:31 left on the clock. Hawley back in at corner, Mike, replacing Coleman.
The ball in the Highlands 48.
And they're going hunting again.
And they're going to say good? No good.
Incomplete.
Back judge came in and said that the ball hit the ground before Logan Brooks could pull it in.
Brooks, incomplete. Second down, 10.
2nd and 10.
Well, Coach Morgan said they'll go as far as Linhart takes them, and he's taking them to 20 points here in the first half.
Al Linhart going deep. Got a man down there, and it's caught. It's another touchdown. Pulled in by Max Matalsi again. Beating Deshaun Hawley again. Touchdown, Plum.
He has a little technique, Mike, where right when the ball's ready to come,
Yeah, he pushes the guy. Yeah, that's the technique.
It's effective, that's for sure. And Mike, that was worst case scenario right there, huh?
243 yards passing in the first half for Hunter Linhart. 172 yards receiving for Max Metalsi.
Golden Rams, Mike, have got to come up with an answer. This guy's just having a field day. And again, no pressure on him either.
No,
sitting back in the pocket.
That's 11 first downs for Plum here in the first half. Plum ran out of time. They were trying to set up 2, and they could delay a game. They don't have any timeouts left. Now they did take a timeout, so that's the last one for sure. Puts it back on the 8. And the clock's running again. They better hurry. They're going for 2. 1:20 left of the first half. 26-7. Plum leads it. Metalsi, another one, his third. It's the hat trick.
Dad, do you know where Mom's
And they scored 13 seconds after the safety.
Yep.
Linhart sprints right, fires it back for the end zone, and it is incomplete.
So the security guard came over and took
Guess who put the pressure on, Mike?
Coleman?
Yep, Isaiah Coleman come from the safety blitz that time. Made Linhart get rid of it a little prematurely.
Score, your Mustangs 26, the Rams 7.
Well, the good news, we got 1:20 left, Mike.
26-7. Plum all over Highlands here in the first half, and this is not what you wanted. Linhart, a 1-yard run. Metalsi, a 44-yard reception from Linhart. Sluka, a 24-yard reception from Linhart. Then they had the safety, and then Metalsi caught his second, a 48-yarder.
And Mike, with the limited numbers we have, there's not a lot of people to turn to and say, okay, you take a...
You go ahead out there and try it, yeah.
In the old days, that'd be 2 guys waiting to get their chance. Not the case now.
I think Highlands would be very wise to just run this clock out and start back over in the second half.
Back to receive, Radishek.
Radishak is back there, and Isaiah Coleman is 2. Radishak is 2 with the yellow shoes. Coleman is 7. He's the little fella.
He's up to 5-2, Mike. Grossberg.
I feel you, Isaiah. Cummings kicks it.
Boy, is he kicking?
Boy, he's got a leg on him. This is Radishak at the 5. 10, 15, head down, and out to the 25-yard line. Preston Sunday brought him down. It'll be first down Highlands with 1:15 to go.
Brought down by number 5, Dumbaugh, and Nathan Thompson.
All right, Mike, what do you do here? You got to go for it.
I run it out. I run it out. I hand the ball off and get out of here and regroup in the locker room is what I do.
Mike, unfortunately, Gabe Booker's being looked at on the sidelines. That's not good.
First and 10, Highlands on their 26.
Look at this, Mike. Isaiah Coleman coming on late.
Very late. The lonesome end. Cohen wants to throw it. Fires, and he had to do that. Sunday had the inside coverage on Radishak. If he'd have thrown it where it was supposed to be thrown, it would have been intercepted. Got a marker down.
Like, that couldn't be illegal, him running on the field like that, could it? He came on with 10 seconds ago, went right to the wide receiver position.
Well, if you're short a guy, you can run a guy out there. It's just, did he line up properly is the question. I don't see a flag.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift.
Yes, I don't think he can do that.
Decline the penalty. It's second down and 10. And again, Cohen had to throw that into the ground or it was going to be intercepted. Trips, or twins both sides. And Cohen has no clue. He's looking over to the sidelines with his arms up in the air. Exactly what's the call? A lot of confusion. Fires to the nearest far side of the field. That's caught by Holly. Holly takes it up to the 40-yard line. First down for Highlands. 14 yards. First catch for Holly tonight. And now Cohen gets hit hard as he gets over the 45. The ball squirt. No, that wasn't the ball. That was his hat.
Yeah.
Seth's just trying to get out of there in one piece. He's going to have to come out for a play.
Yep, that means Elijah Coleman, Isaiah's brother, is going to have to come in. He's our second string quarterback. So what did he get on that? 7, 6?
Let's see where they put it. And they finally mark it up at the 46-yard line. So it's a 6-yard game. 2nd and 4.
So we're a freshman out there quarterback now, Mike. Johnny's turn. Look.
Elijah Coleman, and the give is to Taylor. And he gets up to the 48-yard line for 2. Third and 2, and Highlands calls timeout. We'll take a quick one, too. We'll be right back. So here are the Rams on 3rd and 2. Seth Cohen back in the ball game. He's back. He looks. He's going to run for his life. Squares his shoulders and fires. And Christ has a first down. 40, head down. First down to the Plum 36-yard line.
He got out of bounds?
He did not.
16.
17 yards.
Holly's just jogging out there, Mike. He's going to run. And he's moving. They can call procedure.
Yeah, they did. Flag is down. The pass to the near side of the field is caught. Out of bounds with it is DJ Loveland.
I don't understand it, Mike. Jogging and not setting.
You see Coach Girardi hands on hips, 8 seconds to go. Well, now I think you take the penalty because it's the 5 yards. The down's really inconsequential at this point. And we have a Highlands player down. We have a player down. We'll take a look at that, and we'll take another timeout. Check on him, and we'll be right back. They took the penalty back to the 40. 1st and 15, another illegal shift by Highlands. The point is 8 seconds. You only need 1 second for the last play, so they probably have 2.
Well, the refs are really holding up the play. You see that?
Trips right. Going back. He looks. Sprints to the right. Gets out of dodge. It's probably going to be the last play now, and down he goes at the 38-yard line, and that's the end of the first half. Now we got flags down. Let's hold on and see what this is all about. Yeah, if it's on the defense, it could have the famous untimed down, as John says.
Cooper Albo, Mike, 6'3", 265. They keep getting bigger. Jeremiah Nelson had a big handful of his jersey, so let's see what they call here. Cooper is putting the pressure on Cohen.
Yeah, the officials taking a long time to sort out the penalties. It's been a long. The first game's usually long. This one's really long. Not long for Plum. I think they're probably all right with it. 26-7. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul against Plum. So Highlands will get another play.
How about that?
The untimed down.
That's their 6th penalty, Mike, 65 yards. They've kept us alive in that respect. And guess what, Mike? You're right. We've got an untimed down here. This ball has to be thrown in the end zone.
Yep, sure does. Ball's at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, and this will be the last play of the first half, unless there's another penalty, of course.
Radishek, Price.
And now the key is going to be make sure you block long enough to give him the time to throw the ball as far as he needs to get it. Look for Johnny down here on the left.
My target.
And now they're going to throw it. No, they're going to throw it to Price. Oh, with a leaping move to the 10-yard line. That was pretty and all, but it didn't.
Yeah. Got to throw it to the end zone.
You got to throw that to the end zone. I mean, that's the end of the first half here at Plum, and there's your story. The Plum Mustangs 26, the Highlands Golden Rams 7. We'll be back with stats and more